religion has shaped civilizations for thousands of years. It has inspired art, culture, morality, and community. But at the same time, many critics argue that religion can also function as a system that misleads people or exploits their fears and hopes. So in this video, we're going to look at some of the most common arguments critics make when they claim religion can operate like a scam. This isn't about attacking believers. It's about examining ideas critically. Extraordinary claims without evidence. Most religions make very big claims that a God created the universe, that there is an afterlife, that divine beings communicate with humans. The problem critics point out is that these claims usually lack verifiable evidence. In science and rational inquiry, extraordinary claims require extraordinary proof. But religious claims are usually based on faith, ancient texts, or personal experiences which are difficult to test or verify. Because of this, skeptics argue that religions ask people to believe first and question later. 2. Many religions claim exclusive truth. There are thousands of religions around the world. Many of them claim to possess the only true path to salvation or truth, but they often contradict each other. For example, different religions describe different gods. They offer different moral rules. They give different explanations for the afterlife. Critics argue that if one religion were clearly true, there would likely be much more agreement across cultures and history. Instead, religious belief often depends heavily on where you are born and how you were raised. 3. Religion and power structures. Throughout history, religion has often been closely connected with political and social power. Kings ruled by divine right. Priests controlled access to sacred knowledge. Religious institutions collected wealth and influence. Some critics argue that religion has sometimes been used as a tool to maintain authority, encouraging obedience by promising rewards in the afterlife or warning about punishment. This doesn't mean every religious person has bad intentions, but institutions can sometimes use belief systems to reinforce control. 4. Fear and hope. As powerful motivators, religion often appeals to two of the strongest human emotions: fear of death, hope for eternal life. The idea of heaven, paradise, or reincarnation offers comfort. The idea of hell or punishment creates fear. Critics argue that these concepts can be powerful psychological tools, encouraging people to follow rules or support institutions in exchange for promises that cannot be verified. Conclusion: of course, religion is complex. For many people, it provides meaning, moral guidance, and community. It has also inspired incredible works of art, philosophy, and charity. But the criticisms we discussed show why some thinkers believe religion can sometimes function like a system built on belief rather than evidence. Whether someone sees religion as truth, tradition, or illusion often depends on their personal experiences and worldview. The important thing is to stay curious, ask questions, and think critically. If you enjoyed this video and want more discussions about philosophy, science, and critical thinking, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Imagine someone walks up to you and says, "Give me 10% of your income for life. Obey my rules without question. Raise your kids the same way, and I promise you'll get infinite rewards after you die. Oh, and if you don't, eternal torture. You'd call the police. But when a priest, imam, pastor, or guru says exactly the same thing, billions nod and open their wallets. Why? Because religion perfected the ultimate long con. Point 1. The product you can't test. Every scam has one thing in common. The payoff is unverifiable until it's too late. Religion sells the most expensive product ever, eternal paradise, and the receipt is due after death. No refunds, no previews, no independent testing. Just trust me, bro, dressed in ancient language and golden robes. If a company tried that with a timeshare or crypto scheme, they'd be shut down in weeks. Point 2. Fear plus guilt. The perfect sales funnel. Step 1. Create the problem. You're broken, you're sinful. You're going to burn forever. Step 2. Sell the only cure. Only through us, our book, our rituals, our donations, can you be saved. Classic protection racket energy. But instead of broken knees, it's broken souls. Fear of death, fear of hell, guilt over natural thoughts. These are the emotional hooks no street con artist could dream of. Point 3, born into the scam, accident of birth. Here's the genius part. You don't even choose to join. You're born signed up. If you're born in Saudi Arabia, Islam is obviously true. Born in Utah, Mormonism makes perfect sense. Born in Vatican City, Catholicism is the one true faith. Remarkable coincidence, right? Almost as if geography, not evidence, decides what's true. If God existed and wanted to be known, wouldn't the signal be universal instead of suspiciously regional? Point 4, massive wealth and zero accountability. Organized religion is a trillion-dollar tax-exempt empire. Private jets, mega mansions, billion-dollar real estate portfolios, all while telling followers poverty is holy. When questioned, how dare you question faith? That's the scam shield. Criticize the product and you're attacking something sacred. No other industry gets that free pass. Imagine Apple saying, you can't question our iPhone because it's faith-based. They'd be laughed out of existence. Point 5, the exit cost is punitive. Try leaving any real scam and you lose money. Try leaving religion and you can lose your family, community, identity. Sometimes your safety. That's not love, that's control. The higher the exit cost, the more it smells like a trap. Closer, call to action. So is every religious person a scammer? No, most are victims, just like marks in any long con. But the system? It runs on unprovable promises, fear marketing, childhood indoctrination, and untouchable wealth. If that isn't the definition of the most successful scam in human history, what is? Think for yourself. Question everything. And maybe stop giving infinite money to a promise that only pays out when you can't complain. Like if you agree, subscribe if you're done being played. Drop your thoughts below. Believer or skeptic, let's talk.
What if I told you there's a business that pays zero taxes, has a product you can't see, and a no-refund policy that only kicks in after you're dead? It's been around for millennia, it's worth trillions, and it's the only industry where the CEO is literally invisible. Today, we're looking at the arguments for why religion isn't just a belief system, it's the ultimate scam. 1. The invisible product concept, selling a solution to a problem they created. Every successful scam needs a pain point. Religion creates the ultimate one, sin. They tell you that you're born broken or guilty of an ancient crime you didn't commit. But don't worry, they have the only cure. The catch? You can't verify if the cure works until you've passed away. In any other industry, selling a product that can't be tested, seen, or measured is called fraud. In religion, it's called faith, too. The tax-free empire concept, economic immunity, and wealth hoarding. Let's talk numbers. In the U.S. alone, religious institutions enjoy an estimated $71 billion in tax subsidies every year. They own prime real estate, massive investment portfolios, and sometimes even their own banks. While small businesses struggle with VAT and income tax, the Church Inc. operates with total immunity. Why does an all-powerful creator need a percentage of your paycheck to do his work, yet his earthly representatives live in palaces and fly in Gulf Streams? 3. The geography of truth concept, indoctrination versus universal truth. If a scientific law is true, it's true everywhere. Gravity doesn't change when you cross the border into India or Saudi Arabia. But God's truth seems strangely tied to your GPS coordinates. If you're born in Riyadh, you're 99% likely to believe Islam is the only path. Born in Rome, it's Catholicism. This isn't a revelation, it's geographical marketing. It's a system of social control passed down like a family business, where the truth is whatever your parents were told by the people who wanted their 10%. 4. The fear factor concept. Emotional blackmail, heaven-hell. Finally, there's the protection racket. It's the oldest trick in the book. Nice soul you got there. Shame if it spent eternity burning in a lake of fire. By using the fear of hell and the promise of heaven, religion keeps people from asking too many questions. It's an emotional trap that keeps the customers coming back, not out of love, but out of a deep-seated fear of what if. Conclusion. You don't need a middleman to be a good person, and you don't need to pay a subscription fee to find meaning in the universe. If a truth requires you to stop thinking and start paying, it might not be a truth at all. It might just be a very old, very successful business. But hey, that's just my take. What's yours? Is it faith or is it a fleece? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's free, unlike some other things we talked about today.